I mean, why do you need a new mattress?
I just want a new mattress. I mean, yeah, I just want a new. I've been doing a lot of cleaning
Yeah.
in my room, and I'm like, I'm just trying to like I bought a new air conditioner.
Ooh.
Like I'm just buying like new shit
Ooh.
just for. So I
Yeah.
think out with the old and with the new. I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
got
one
you.
of those.
What size? Pause.
Um, either a queen or a full. I don't know yet.
No king?
No, I don't want a king.
I got a queen. I like it.
I don't know. You got a king? You like it?
It's queen, yeah.
It's queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I want. What I end up, spending my money on. I don't know. But
They're expensive, dude.
oh yeah, of course they are.
They're insane.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Nah.
Yeah.
I had a friend in college who would own, like, every year he would buy a $200 mattress to start the year, and he would just, like, throw it out at the end of the
How
year.
much? 200?
Yeah. But it was like sleeping on cardboard.
That's what I was gonna say. The cheaper, yeah. I mean, you gotta start thinking about getting like mattress toppers and all that other shit.
You gotta get, like, a Sealy. You get that
Yeah,
fucking real shit.
yeah, yeah. You gotta definitely, you definitely gotta figure out what you're gonna do. You gotta be comfortable as fuck,
Yeah.
So, what it do, baby?
Oh, Jesus.
Kawhi Leonard voice, baby.
Actually, I gotta think about Kawhi. But all right, so let's start this.
Nah, I mean, we can, NBA. Well, let's get into it. Sub podcast episode number 69.
69.
69, baby.
69, baby. 6699. Okay.
Come on, man. just be normal, man. You good.
It's hard not to
I know.
be weird sometimes.
Yeah, I know, man. It's hard, man.
Yeah, no, kick it off as our main NBA correspondent.
Well, let's just get. Sub podcast episode 69. I'm your host, Lawrence DeLoach. Straight across from me, right next to me, we got my motherfucking ace on the trigger, Chris Cheney.
What up? Another tag team. Pause.
Another tag team episode. We feeling real Heart Foundation is in this place today. Let's just start. With the big news, man. We two guys who live in Brooklyn, New York, man, and two of the biggest NBA stars have decided they're gonna come to Brooklyn.
Hell yeah, dude.
Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving have decided to join forces with the Brooklyn Nets, which is it's not shocking, but it is shocking because for damn near 50 plus years, who's been the major team in the New York area? It's the Knicks.
Yeah, everybody wants the Knicks to be good, but I feel like they will never reach what they had. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone was like hoping. They're like, give us one, give us something. At first, it was like we're gonna get all three of the prospects that everyone thought.
Or you're
everyone
gonna
thought
get Kyrie, KD, and Zion
yeah,
Williamson.
Yeah, everyone was like, we're gonna get all three, and I'm like, you guys are nuts.
Yeah.
And then now they got fucking nothing. They're losing again. They lost before the season started.
They got nothing, man.
Literally nothing.
They got nothing. It's crazy, man, when you really look at how storied the Knicks franchise is, but they haven't won an NBA championship in it's coming up on almost 50 years. And to see KD and Kyrie come to a major market in New York, both of those guys, when you start looking at not just the basketball implications, but you start looking at the revenue and who they are signed to. Once again, we always bring this down to a core. Both of those guys are key Nike guys.
Exactly.
If you got, obviously, Jordan has his own Jordan brand, but it's a subsidiary of Nike.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got LeBron, Kobe, KD, Kyrie. Those are your guys,
Yeah.
And to see KD and Kyrie come to New York, I think it just means what you always say. You're gonna get a lot of player exclusives, a lot of the House of Hoops, the Foot Lockers,
Yep.
and the Foot Actions are gonna have these special big events for these guys. Their teammates. Obviously, Kevin Durant is recovering from Achilles, but just him being in Brooklyn, it's gonna bring a big change. Have you ever been to a Nets game?
Yeah, I've been to a Nets game before.
Yeah.
I've been to a Nets game. I think they played the Celtics. I think. How did I end up there? Yeah, I've been to a Nets game though.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Barclays. Barclays is fun, dude.
Yeah, Barclays is it's different.
Yeah. It's not Madison Square Garden, but it's still fucking dope out there.
No, it's totally not the allure of MSG, but what was I gonna say? It's totally not the allure of MSG, but it is it's still in Brooklyn. They have this new stadium that's 6-7 years old.
Yeah. Really nice, actually.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
They have a if you're a basketball fan, they have a really nice core. They have a young core with Dinwiddie and Joe Harris and Jared Allen. So they have a young team. And then they bring in these guys who have won NBA championships already. So now they have
2 max slots, baby.
2 max slots.
That's what that whole conversation was about. That's when they agreed to play with each other.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. These guys. I mean, they're all friends. They're friends outside of it. They brought in DeAndre Jordan, and I think the main thing that, like I said, that we're going to see now is we're going to see a lot more. They're in. KD was in Golden State, which is still a huge market. He he won championships. Kyrie was in Boston, which is another huge market. But to come to New York City, I think that also. I think a lot of these guys, people say they want to play in these New York, LA. Those are the 2 mega markets, and to see these guys do it, and it's gonna be interesting. We still gotta see what Kawhi Leonard does with the if he decides to go back to stay with Toronto or
yeah, he's like the big last wild card, right?
Yeah, he's the big one.
And you know what? I want to apologize to him directly for shitting on his logo. I did a little research on it. I was so confused why he was so attached to that logo. So I did some back research, and I guess he drew it himself in college.
Okay.
Or he at one point was trying to develop it himself. And when he was on Nike, he brought the sketches and was like, I want this to be my logo. So I guess they worked it out.
Okay.
Now, from what I read, I don't know which source is correct, but the story I believe is that Nike trademarked it, saying it was theirs and they created it, when in actuality it was what you call a deviant work. So that's what.
So listen, explain what deviant work is, though.
So intellectual property is something that you like. So Sub Podcast is our IP, right?
Our IP and intellectual property.
Yeah. So we own that. We created. It's our thing. We own the idea for it and all the content. So a deviant work would be, say, if somebody took our recordings, chopped them up, and then they made a whole new podcast out of it, a new storyline. Because they changed the original content enough where it's a whole different thing.
Okay.
So imagine like this conversation, someone chopped it out and made me sound like you were trying to make me sound racist, right? You would just remember how you did that with Coscarelli? You were trying to fuck with him a little bit. Imagine if someone clipped that all up for every time he said something to go, what? I don't know about that. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Okay.
Oh, here's a better example. I don't know if you'll get it, but so Dragon Ball Z, there's a YouTube series where the guys take footage from Dragon Ball Z and they dub it over with their own voices and they make a whole new storyline.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's a deviant work. They took the Toei animation, Dragon Ball Z, and they recorded it and then they dubbed over it and they made a whole new thing.
Okay, got you.
So they can't attack them because it's a deviant work. It's their own property now because there's a storyline and they dubbed it over. It's not the same voices.
Got you. Okay, got you.
So that's what a deviant work is. So when Nike trademarked it, it was supposed to be a deviant work, but they trademarked it saying that they owned it.
Okay, so that's why there was a lawsuit.
That's why there's a lawsuit because Kawhi was like, dude, that's mine. I made that before I was even on Nike. And that's why he wants to keep it, I think. So I still think it's a bad logo, but I respect Kawhi for trying to keep it.
Understood.
Yeah, if that was my shit, I'd be pissed too. There's been so many times where people have taken my shit like directly, and I can't do anything about it. So like I understand from his end where I'm like, yeah, dude, get that fucking back. You got the money to fight for that shit. I know it sounds stupid for like a logo that could be improved for sure, but like that's your shit. No, get that back.
Get it back.
So my bad, Kawhi.
Yeah, I never really designed anything, that I think anyone's gonna really steal.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think my third grade drawings. I don't think inspire anyone to put that on a T-shirt. But I understand if if you drew it and it's yours and you want to make millions off of it and Nike is. I can understand the lawsuit, man.
Yeah, it makes sense. And now I especially want him to have it back now because he was wearing the hood shit with it, the So Hoodie hoods.
Well, yeah, we'd be in a lot of inside baseball right now. What's the So Hoodie hood?
No, I mentioned on the podcast before.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I'll kind of give him a full plug. So one of my main accounts that I designed for is this hood company called So Hoodie, where they just make the hoods of hoodies. And it sounds kind of stupid when you think about it, but when you see it on paper, go to @SoHoodie on Instagram. They market to a lot of athletes, and they make a towel version so you can like work out while wearing it. And I'm developing a hunter camo for hunters, and then a 3M reflective one for runners and shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be some good shit.
It's gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna say this. This is. I'm not usually into shit like this, but what Chris is talking about with the just the hood by itself. It's kind of interesting. It's very
yeah, because I gave you one.
Yeah, it's very it's different.
Yeah, you texted me and you're like, "How do I wear this?"
I was like, "Yeah." I said, I kind of felt like it was like slightly douchey, but at the same time, like, yo, this shit is hard. And when I say douchey, like, I felt like I was like, "Damn, Lawrence, you wearing a t-shirt with a motherfucking hood on it, like that you."
I get so many compliments when I wear mine.
There you go.
I get so. Are you at Skankfest? Everybody was like, "Are you? Is that a hood?"
Is that a hood on a t-shirt, bro?
Yeah, I was giving a couple out. Like Luke Trevisi, he got one. I was throwing them around. But yeah, man, they're actually pretty good, and it's endorsed by a lot of players. Like I got an NFLPA line that's coming out where I did one player from each team.
Really?
Yeah, pretty proud.
Pretty proud.
Yeah, I had to crank them out kind of quickly because they dumped it all on me at once. But I got it done, and yeah, I'm very proud of it. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's actually gonna be soon. I think they placed an order. Yeah.
Okay, good. No, I like that, man. It's really nice. And I think our listeners are gonna, when they can get them, or I think they're gonna love them.
Yeah, and I'll try to discount code for everybody. I'll try to get something.
Try to get yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of listeners who are very intrigued by a standalone hood, because I mean, dude, I was looking on their Instagram and I saw like all these athletes just wearing these hoods, and like I don't know what their marketing budget or who they're paying, but these dudes are.
Well, Michael Vick really likes the brand, so he helps distribute to some players who we normally wouldn't have access to. Okay. But like LaShawn Jackson fucking loves us.
Deshaun Jackson?
Deshaun, excuse me. Yeah, I mixed up black names. My fault.
That's all good. Just be who you are, Chris.
Oh, I am, baby.
All right, cool.
Yeah, AB's worn the shit. Fucking, yeah, mad people.
Mad people were okay.
Ezekiel Elliott fucks with us.
I like Zeke, man.
Yeah, Zeke is good.
You naming all these football guys, man. Now you got me excited about the NFL season and fantasy football, man.
Yeah, last time I was with you, we were at Greenwich, and you got into this deep-winded conversation about the draft picks for your fantasy team. I was like, we got so much time before you have to do that again.
You know why? Because fantasy, and listen, for the listeners out there who love streetwear and football, fantasy football really starts in like August. You start doing drafts. But if you're a key savvy guy who's in the fantasy football, you start doing your research early, because you don't want to be that guy who fucking takes someone like last year. Dudes were taking Le'Veon Bell, not paying attention to his contract situation. You got to know what you're doing if you want to. As a guy who won a league last year and finished his second place in another league, you got to do your research.
You got to be a nerd.
You got to be a fantasy football nerd.
You got to be a nerd. Get in your nerd bag. Get in there. Crunch some fucking numbers. All right. Watch these men. Pause. And get your team together. Le'Veon Bell. I made him a hood too.
Really?
Yeah, actually, I based it off. Apparently, he came out with a rap album called Life is a Gamble.
Really?
Yeah, so I got dice all over it and shit.
Jeez. He's a rapper, man. Le'Veon Bell's a rapper. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He's like yeah.
Who are the athletic rappers? There's Damian Lillard, right?
Alonzo Ball had like a rap.
I don't count that.
I don't count that, right?
No. I mean, then you have to count AI. Do you count him?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Shaq, technically.
Oh, my God.
That's a platinum album. Shaq Diesel?
Yeah.
Wait, there's another basketball player. Oh, wasn't there some weird rookie basketball beef with Damian Lillard?
I don't remember all that.
Oh, all right. I don't know. I think I heard something, but he just came out with a couple tracks, and they seemed like diss tracks, but I didn't do any research about it.
Athletes want to be rappers, and rappers want to be athletes.
Yeah.
It's really how it goes, man. That's just like comedians. What do we want to be? Comedians want to be drug dealers, and drug dealers want to be comedians. I don't know what the fuck we want.
We just want to be liked.
We want to be liked.
I don't know what we would. I guess actors. I guess that's the closest thing to a comedian, because a lot of comedians we know act. They're not good, but you know what I mean. Some are pretty good.
Yeah.
All sketches and shit. I don't know. We got a weird Venn diagram we fit in.
I definitely got a weird Venn diagram, man. So, yeah, man, we going to a couple games this season, man. We're gonna have a good time, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's try to go to football games. Let's try to go to some basketball games, and it's summertime, and it's slow sports wise, But streetwear wise, it's never fucking slow.
You're so corny. What do you want to hit first? You want to talk about some of the sneakers? I got some like interesting topics from. Actually, you know, let's just segue because there's another sort of trademark issue, which I don't know if you saw this. I don't want to spend long on it because it's kind of stupid, but a lot of people are going like Kim Kardashian because she has a new line of underwear, but she's trying to trademark Komodo.
Okay.
It's a play off her name, but the name is a Japanese garment.
Yeah, Japanese garment. Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's like, yo, why are you trying to trademark kimono when it's a Japanese, you're making underwear?
Yeah.
Like, she's getting a lot of backlash from a lot of Japanese people.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like some cultural appropriation type shit, it feels like. You know, now you taking a name that synonymous with Asian, you know, history and heritage, and now you trying to throw on some drawers and shit.
Yeah, it's like if you tried to trademark poncho, but you were trying to make toeless socks. It's like everyone's looking at her like, what the fuck are you? What? It doesn't even make any sense.
I know.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting. She came out and said that she respects it. It's obviously a flip on her name. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Kimono. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't know. I mean, do you have any thoughts on it? I think it's stupid. I think anytime you try to like appropriate a culture, which I don't actually think she's trying to appropriate the culture, but I do think it's like you probably could have picked a better name. There's better names with KIM.
That's like
there.
me having like, you know, trying to make some T-shirts and calling them Del Shikis.
Yeah, exactly.
Some stupid shit. Yeah. Black people like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? That's you taking a name of a daishiki and you trying, like, I get it. It's she can come up with something better than that, man.
I don't feel any like ill intent from this though. I feel like she's just stupid in this instance.
I don't know what it is with her, man. I don't know what the fuck is up with Kim K, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Remember that prom girl that she got in trouble because she went to prom in a Japanese garment or whatever? Really? Yeah, everyone kind of gets free. That I don't mind so much either. Like, why is everyone freaking out? I don't remember. Yeah, and then no one said anything about when what's her face was in Spider-Man, the first one. She was wearing a kimono, but they got all on the fucking high school girl going to prom. Really? Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. But we can actually segue from there. Kim K, did you see the Yeezy Crocs?
Yes, I did see the Yeezy Crocs.
Those look ridiculous, dude. They look like Crocs if they were fast.
I know.
I mean, it's cool for the kids because I saw his daughter wearing them. I think it was his daughter. It was like a weird picture. But cool for kids. If I see anyone wearing those out in public, I'm gonna go like, bro, all right, I don't know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm already skeptical on the A-Life Crocs, and that's like my brand. Mm-hmm. I co-sign everything they do no matter what. But like Yeezy Crocs, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm not, you know, Kanye and that, and then he had like what did he have, like the scuba shit, the what was those shits last week that we were talking about,
like the slip-on shits,
the slip-on, yeah, like yeah. I mean, he's just doing what he's just
really going out there, man.
He's going out there. I feel like, you know, with Kanye, I'm like, bro, stick to dad sneakers and the Roshis.
Yeah,
the 350s.
Yeah, the Roshis.
But the best ones, the best Yeezys to me were like the 750s, and they stopped producing those. Cause I feel like those were the best ones. That
was the first one that ever came out, right?
That was the first one with the zipper, and you know, I feel like those were the best Yeezy models.
That's your favorite one?
I think from the only problem with those were they were too heavy.
Yeah, I believe that. They seem very top heavy or bottom heavy. Yeah, dude, just because they had no material on top or whatever.
And they were no material, and then I remember I got a pair of black 750s, and I remember I was like, how these are like too fucking heavy, bro. Like the boost was so heavy, it was uncomfortably heavy, but it was a quality sneaker. I mean, I ended up getting rid of it because I was just like, this is not something I'm gonna really like wear that much.
Who played in them? A couple people played in them.
I'm sure Nick Young might have played in them.
Yeah,
Nick Young because he wears a lot of Adidas shit. But yeah, I mean, dude, I think those were the best. That, and then I'm gonna say the 500s.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know where because I like the 451s, the weird ones we were talking about.
No, wait a second. The 700, Yeezy 700 and 750s. Those are the best ones to me.
Those are okay. That's respectable. I mean, I kind of like the Wave Runners.
That's what I'm talking about. The 700s are the Wave Runners.
Yeah. I kind of like them, but those ones we talked about, the samples, like those are fucking fire. They're not even out yet, but I want them. This is the first time I've legitimately, from like the bottom of my heart, with pure intention, been like, yeah, I want those.
You want those?
Yeah. Every other time I'm kind of like, yeah, I could flip them, or if someone gave them to me for free, I'd wear them maybe. But these ones, I'm like, yo, I don't know if my Adidas contacts are still around because I haven't talked to him in a while, but
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little poking and prodding.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. He's just flooding the streets with all this shit, man. You know what's crazy? Because we don't hear much about the clothing anymore. We literally, it's been Yeezy's been flooding the streets with
Just sneakers.
just sneakers. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think anyone was really into the clothing in the first place.
well, I think the clothing, was not set up to fail, but when the first couple seasons, the prices for the clothes were outrageous.
Yeah.
They weren't something. I think when you have clothing, and it seems like it's marketed to like a certain like rich element or demographic.
Yeah.
The average Joe isn't spending $800 on a sweater with holes in it. I think
No.
that was the
No. Everyone got mad at him for trying to make a blank white tee like 120. Remember that? That shit was fire.
That's what I'm saying. I think he called it like a hip hop T-shirt or some shit like that. It was very, that stuff like that is it. That's why it's like, all right, people can wear sneakers over and over again.
Yeah.
How many times like we've talked about this, how many times can you wear a sweater? Like, you can't wear, it's not an everyday sweater.
Yeah.
There's certain sweatshirts that you have that are everyday sweatshirts.
Absolutely.
But like a sweater with holes in it or a certain type of, it's just like, nah.
Yeah.
But, hopefully they, I don't know if he's going to design more clothing.
Who knows, man? I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. The Kanye look was not outside today because when I was rolling around, I got caught in the gay pride shit.
Oh, really?
Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Is that the name of the episode? Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Please, we love the gays.
Yeah, just Happy Pride,
Yeah. Yeah, man. This shit is getting so out of hand.
What?
Just the street partying, not gay itself, you know what I mean? Not like the pride movement, but like the streets in New York. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
But dude, that's every parade now, bro.
I don't, but I've been here for a little while now. I went to when I interned here in like 2010. I went, and it seemed tamer then.
I mean, dude, every
year I feel like there's one more street blocked off. There's one more,
Listen, I'm trying to think. We got the West Indian Parade in New York City.
That's my favorite one.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't. When I was a kid, I went, but as an adult, I'm like, it's too much, too many people, right? And it's small.
Also, I go on the second day. I don't try to do anything the night before.
Oh, at Juve, yeah. When I was a kid growing up in New York, man, like in Brooklyn, bro, I remember my friends would want to go to Juve, and I was like, I want to live. Like, I don't want to die. And because that's when all the crime would happen at
exactly.
fucking 3 a.m. At Juve, and then people would go. Obviously after a couple people get shot and shit, people would go to the actual parade, and then a couple more people would get shot. But a couple more people would get shot.
Yeah.
But I think I feel like the West Indian Day Parade was great because of the culture and shit and what it brought to the city. But they tried to shut that down. But people was like, nah, fuck that, because you still got all these other parades going on that are just as equally crazy, like St. Patty's and all these other parades. But dude, like I said, Puerto Rican Day Parade, St. Patty's Parade, West Indian Parade, Pride Parade. There's so many wild parades in the city, dude.
No, facts.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed too while I was out is lime neon green, I think, is the honorary second color of Pride if you're going to take rainbow as the main one.
Really?
Yeah, everyone had neon green on.
Really?
Which I get. It's like you want to be like noticed and you want to like show. It's like one of the loudest things you could wear. So I get it. It's like you're showing the pride, but that was the main color.
Really?
Yeah. So that was. I just was looking around. I was like, wow, it's a lot of neon green. Everyone neon green and rainbow.
Neon green and rainbow. Yeah.
No, but it was cool.
Did you go? Did you walk past? I see a lot of my friends on social media like posting videos.
Yeah, I didn't go like in, but I was on because I went to an electronics store earlier today, so I had to cut through Manhattan, and then I was walking around for a minute, just kind of looking around, and I didn't go like in, but yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I'm just like it's just bigger than I remember. That's my
really.
whole point.
I'm sure as I'm sure it grows, with more popularity, and then you have gay people going, you have straight people, you have all different types of people just going. So, and I think it's gonna become one of those, like, it's not even like it's just all inclusive, bro.
Yeah.
And everyone's just going just to fucking see the floats and the.
It might even get to the point like the I don't know how like if you've ever gone to a St. Patty's Day parade.
No, but actually, where I worked a few years ago, the St. Patty's Day parade would come up and down these like Fifth Avenue in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And bro, when I say the amount of people there, like the way they shut off the streets, and like you see all these people who are wasted at like 11 a.m.
Yeah. So my experience with St. Patty's Day parades is because it's an Irish thing. I'm Irish, half Irish, mostly Irish. I would never see any Irish people there.
Really?
I'm like, you guys are all Italian and Asian. What are you guys doing here? And I feel like that's what's gonna be Pride eventually. It's just gonna be no gay people there. It's just gonna be like straight white women in neon clothing. Oh wait, we could do this. All right, pick a parade and what you would wear. Wait, do you have parade wear? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Dude, parade wear to me is the bummiest shit you can find because you don't want to get
you don't want to get it fucked up.
Yeah, why would you wear anything of value? You want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And you want to not, if someone says, "Hey, I stepped on your foot," you don't want to be like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah.
You know, like I think like I went to a Travis Scott concert and
Travis Scott parade.
And fucking, you know, you wear the least amount of shit, you know, because you don't want to you don't care if you get stepped on.
Yeah.
So
what were they moshing at the show? Like I don't understand. Like
dudes mosh. Like a lot of these young rappers, you know, like when I went to a Kanye concert and dudes, you know, moshing. You don't want to wear anything nice because you're gonna get fucked up, depending on where you sit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's dope. I haven't been to a concert like that for a popular rapper in like a long time. I still like to try to slide in and see like D Block somewhere.
Really?
Like see who's at SOPs. You know what I mean? It's just everybody leaning against the wall. Shit.
Speaking of Travis, I mean, dude,
the Sixes.
Travis Scott Sixes, man.
My guess is August because they didn't give an actual release date, but they said by the end of summer.
End of summer, yeah. What do you like more, the Sixes or the ones?
Sixes.
Yeah,
I'm a six guy.
You're a six guy.
Yeah.
I like.
Well, in this instance.
Yeah. I actually like I like the Sixes. I like the one. They're both. I mean, listen, he's nailed. I mean, both of them. He's nailed all his collabs so far. I mean, the fours,
I still probably will take. Actually, no. Now that I don't know. I'm a toss up between if I like the 4 or the 6 better. I have to see the 6 in person because I want to see what that cargo pocket's like. Did you see that stupid picture someone posted with a condom in it? I forget where it was. Someone posted a condom. I was like, yo, don't do that. No.
That stash pocket is crazy, man.
I don't know what else you would put in there. Like maybe not weed. Don't put a condom. Like don't treat it like a wallet either. But I'm sure there's something you could put in there.
Yeah. No, I know. Dude, what would you put now? What would you put in the stash pocket?
I mean, you would like to put weed. What else would you put in there? You don't change? No, that's stupid. I don't know. Pills?
Pills?
I don't know what else you put in there.
I mean, I'm
dietary
Dietary pills?
Yes. Health supplements.
Yeah, not Percocets or, yeah, I feel you.
I mean, what would you put in there? I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know if stash pockets. I mean, because I don't really, I mean, I think stash pockets are designed for drugs, you know.
Oh, a jewel pod.
A jewel pod. I don't know. Is it that deep? Is it deep enough for?
You could probably fit a couple in there. Someone put a condom in, so I could.
You probably, yeah.
Yeah, man. Jewel. So stupid.
Travis Scott 6. So listen, man. So he's got the 1s, he's got the 4s, he's got the 6s, he's got a low coming out this soon.
Yep.
Is this Nike's top guy?
Musically, yes, because he's not Virgil. Although, now that I say that, I feel like the Virgil hype is down enough where this shoe, maybe because it's coming, he's the top guy.
I mean, I can't sit here and say I can't put Virgil and Travis Scott in the same stratosphere. Unfortunately, when I say
that's fair. That is fair. I get where you're going.
When I say Nike guy, I mean Trav, Drake.
Musically, yes,
or just like in general, because Kevin Hart is a Nike guy. He's had his.
He hasn't made anything since he had that one workout shoe, right?
Yeah, the Hustle Hearts or something, Hustle Hards or whatever. Yeah,
man. Did anyone buy that shoe?
Dudes bought them. I mean, I don't.
We're bad sneakerheads for not buying the first comedian shoe.
Let's talk about this. Is there a comedian that can sell a shoe?
Yeah, definitely.
Who?
My first thing would be Michael Che, because I think he has that whole thing at the end of every week. He does the daily update. And he puts his shoes on the thing, right?
Okay.
So imagine if he was just like, "Yo, these are my own Nikes."
Okay.
I can imagine that fucking. It was a fly off the shelf. I'm trying to think what else. That was my first immediate one, and I'll stand by that. Other than that, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Rogan.
Rogan having a shoe. I'm just saying who would sell. I'm not saying if it would be a good shoe. That's a different argument.
See, okay, here's the thing, because I mean, when you look at rappers who get shoes,
Yeah.
Drake's got a shoe,
Mhm.
Trav's got a shoe.
Mhm.
Those are like global guys,
Yeah, they're world-renowned musicians.
world-renowned musicians.
Like usually in any household across the world,
someone
will probably know
knows.
in that house. Yeah.
Eminem's got certain
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, and when I think of comedians, like, you start thinking, like, could Kevin Hart carry his own? Like, if they gave Kevin Hart his own Jordan 3.
If they gave him his own Jordan 3,
like DJ Khaled, like, he's got his own shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't have general releases.
No. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll still stick with Che.
Okay.
Rogan, I don't know, because I don't think a lot of his audience are sneakerheads. If I'm trying to think of other sneakerhead comics, like Verzi really likes sneakers, but I don't know. Voss wouldn't be able to do anything. I don't know. I mean, who do you think? You got anybody you got in mind?
I mean, when I start thinking of comics, who can, you always think of me personally. The first guy I think of is like a Kevin Hart, because of his
Chappelle probably could.
Chappelle. I mean, Chappelle definitely. I feel like he could sell sneakers, but you see, that's the thing. Like, I feel like comics, the way we're marketed and the way a lot of comics are, like, they're like, oh, this comic, comics aren't flashy, they're not like, they don't carry, they don't, like when you see a rapper, you see like a gaudy dude, if that makes sense,
No, it does.
So
comics are less flashy and self-indulgent as far as like jewelry and shit.
As far as style.
Also, we don't make enough money to buy Versace, so it's like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you start looking at dudes' outfits and shit, you're like, all right, this just doesn't work that way. So that's why I wonder if a comedian can ever, like I said, Kevin Hart had his own, but it was more under the model of a trainer.
Yeah, it was definitely a workout thing.
It was, and it was his own, and then like I said, you had Kanye when he was like, those were the guys that Nike was like pushing, but like you don't really like an actor or a comedian. Like it's real to me. I don't know if because a lot of times, like the rappers that get stuff are in their in their 20s. So they got like the young comedians, when they become like worldwide or like are super known, are like 40, 45.
Yeah.
Like when Chappelle's in his mid 40s, Hart is like close to 40.
Yeah.
And Che's mid 30s.
Yeah, Che's probably the best one that I think can reach more. Yeah, I don't know. Just because he puts his foot on the table at the end of the week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a great way. That would be a great way to sell it. Be like, and boom, my Che threes.
And then you start looking at, that's what I've always wondered, man, if a comedian can ever. Like, I think, like, if Eddie Murphy back in the, when he was
if Eddie Murphy back in the day.
If Nike's marketing, was like, hey, let's give Eddie Murphy.
Well, you know what? Actually, I don't take any of this back, but I forgot about Seinfeld. Because you got to think of sneakerhead comedians, and he's low-key one of the illest comedian sneakerheads.
Yeah, but can you see dudes being like, I got to cop these fucking Jordan 1
Yeah, I
Jerry
think
Seinfelds?
I can. The Seinfelds?
Maybe. I mean...
He's up there, dude.
He is up there. I mean, he's a huge sneaker guy, man. Joe Coy is another. He's big sneaker guy.
True.
So you just wonder, like, like I said, I've always thought it was intriguing.
Did we ever talk about how Robin Williams was like a huge Bape head?
Yes. We never talked about it, but I think it's known that it was known that he was.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen, just Google like Robin Williams streetwear, Robin Williams hypebeast or Bape, because he was out here looking like Lil Wayne for a while. he was wearing like Wayne music video outfits just around. That shit was bananas.
Yeah.
Shit was fucking awesome. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we could pull from this. I don't know, man. So who your number one's Hart?
I think Kevin Hart would be the one guy who can.
Chris Rock might be able to do it too. Seinfeld.
I think I think when I start thinking of guys who can sell their own shoe, I think it's comedians. I start thinking younger guys who Nike, like who Adidas or Nike or Reebok or whoever would want to target. And but yeah, it's awesome. I don't think a comedian's ever had their own, specific colorway.
No, I mean, so Hart got his own shoe, which that was one thing.
That's huge. I mean,
it opened the door for comedians to have sneakers. But it would be cool to have like a PE. What would you call a PE for a comic? A CE, I guess.
All right, we're not gonna do that one. Don't do that, Chris. It would just be his own special colorway.
Okay, all right.
No, but I think that would
we're not gonna do that. Shut up.
We're not gonna do that.
Shut up, you little bitch.
So we got that.
Let's hit I guess StockX just got evaluated to be over $1 billion.
I saw the email from them.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, dude.
Yeah, it is.
They've only been in business for like 3 years or something.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, the shit that the shit that StockX is selling, and then the shit that the amount of numbers they're doing, bro, like it's so fucking easy to sell.
Yeah.
It's so easy. Just StockX is so user friendly, I feel like.
Well, yeah. So I guess the main thing that happened was the co-founder and CEO stepped down and let a guy from eBay come and become the chairman. And he has another high management position role, but I think that move is what brought them to be worth over $1 billion.
Really?
Yeah. So it was internal stuff. It wasn't like purely sales or whatever. They did some inside stuff to, I guess, restructure. I don't know if it was like because stuff started to slip or whatever it was, but yeah, there's a guy from eBay in there now. I forget his name, but the OG reseller app website.
Didn't they? They got a new CEO, Scott Cutler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, from eBay.
Yeah, from eBay.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, dude, in New York now. I mean, I know we talked about this, but you can actually, if you sell something, you can just go drop it off at a location.
Yeah.
And I mean, now they're putting these stores in place in New York where you don't even have to ship your things out. You can just drop it off.
Just drop off, baby.
And yeah.
Who do you prefer to use, Flight Club or StockX? So actually, we'll pick the families. We'll go like the GOAT, Flight Club thing over here, or StockX and their affiliates over there.
I like to use Flight Club for sneakers.
For selling or buying?
For selling.
Selling. Okay.
I like to use Flight Club for selling because I feel like you can still max out and get more money than you can.
Okay.
Because I think when you like if you're a seller, Flight Club comes in handy because I think their clientele is, it's not just, it's not like StockX as good as it is.
Yeah.
Flight Club still deals with the celebrities, the drug dealer, dope boys, the rappers who be like, I want my shit now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I don't trust waiting 2 weeks for some stock. What the fuck is StockX? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And Flight Club is still it's still respected. And people, and like I said, you can sell something for something. Like I've sold shit at Flight Club that I'm like, wait a second, someone paid that for that. Whereas StockX, I feel like you're dealing with more people who are into this whole industry, and they know the value of certain things.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was gonna say, to tag your story, I saw. Remember how we talked about those fake phone posits that sold for like $3,000? So someone sent in a pair of dead stock, brand fucking spanking new PlayStation Air Force Ones, the OGs, and they looked great. No marks on them at all. But StockX sent them back because they thought they were fake.
Yeah.
But the dude was like, "Yo, these These are real.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, they didn't meet our standards or something. And it's like, how did you get that phone posit and send that out for $3,000, but then get a brand new Air Force One PlayStation and not,
yeah.
That's insane. Looking at both of them, you're like, all right, this one, it looks really fucking good. If this is fake, I'm talking about the PlayStation one. If this one's fake, then counterfeiting has gotten way better. But then you look at the phone posit and you're like, how is that? There's no way that's real. There's 0% chance that's real. So it's like, yeah, I don't know about StockX, man, but they're worth $1 billion now. So congrats, yo.
Yeah, they're worth a lot of money, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I agree. Go to Flight Club, guys.
Well, no, you know what? No. We're not gonna say just go to Flight Club, all right? What I'm gonna say is, this is what I'm gonna say. It depends on what you need and what you want, and if you like Supreme or like streetwear,
yeah,
you're not gonna be able to get streetwear anywhere else, or unless StockX has become the go-to for. You want a Bape T-shirt, or you want a unless you want to go to like Pondon or whatever.
Oh, don't sleep on round 2 either.
Yeah, round 2, but I mean, not everyone can get to Virginia or New York.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you're located in Rockville, Illinois,
yeah,
StockX has become the go-to for those type of things. You understand what I'm saying? And that's something that Flight Club does not do. Stadium Goods, they do sell Supreme items. But StockX
only like the high end.
The high end.
Yeah, the real money stuff is what Stadium Goods.
There you go. And so if you miss out on Thursday and you want a T-shirt,
yeah,
you can go to StockX immediately. And I think it's a good thing for buyers, because dudes straight up lowball, and sometimes your lowball gets accepted.
Yeah.
But I also think StockX is good for sellers who need cash immediately.
Yeah,
because I've sold stuff on StockX and got my money, in 3 days if I want. It's 2 days. It's fast.
It is super fast.
So it depends on what you want.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would probably say, depending on what you need, it all depends. But if you're trying to get sneakers, just go to Flight Club. Speaking of, we should plug our little gift that we got.
Yes.
So these guys. Oh, shit. Give me the pamphlet you got right there.
Sure, no problem. We want to shout out 99 products, basically. Yeah, that's what we want to shout out.
99 products sent us, me, Lawrence, Tanner, and they didn't make Becky's size, but they sent us some shoes. And they're running shoes, and you know what? They're actually pretty cool, man. I'm not mad at them. They're not something I would wear lifestyle. I'd wear them more function. I tried them on. I walked them around. They're pretty comfy. Lawrence, you haven't tried yours on yet, right?
No, I haven't tried mine on yet.
Yeah. No, but they're fucking cool as shit. Go to 99products.com. They hit us with a promo code. They were like, yo, come cop some free shit. And this is called the Chalk, I think. That's the name of the model. But it's cool. It's got like a cool carbon fiber like plate on the bottom of it. So it's sturdy. But yeah, no, thanks, guys. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it. These are very nice. They look like they're very comfortable. I'm going to give you guys a review next week, because I'm definitely going to test these out, put the pedal to the metal.
Ooh. Wait, are we getting kombucha and sneaker reviews now?
I mean, dude, we might just get them all, baby. Kawhi Leonard voice, baby.
Was that a good impression of his laugh?
Not really. Not really. What it do, baby?
I threw it out there. I tried. Can you do it?
No, and I won't even embarrass myself. Like, you just straight up embarrass yourself, because that's your problem, Chris. You don't know when not to just fucking be a normal person.
Nope.
Right?
No, I like taking the weird card and running with it sometimes. Oh, that shit is funny. My laugh is better than that laugh.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Nah. Hey, listeners, man, tell us, man, whose laugh is better, Chris or Kawhi Leonard's, man?
I will die on this hill. My laugh isn't that bad.
Nah, baby. We still waiting for Kawhi Leonard, man. Tell us if you're going to the Lakers, man. Tell us if you're going to the Lakers, and what the deal is. And I'm excited because the NBA is about to be crazy all over again. LeBron James is out there filming Space Jam 2. He getting his. Do you even think Space Jam 2 is going to be as good as Space Jam 1?
No, of course not.
I'm shocked that. I'm going to be honest. I'm shocked that LeBron James would even sign on to do Space Jam 2.
What are you talking? The check is probably insane.
The check, yeah, okay. Here's why I'm a little like, because I always felt like LeBron doesn't want to be in the shadow of Michael.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what better way to be in the shadow of Michael Jordan than to do the
Space
movie
Jam
that
2.
Michael Jordan like became?
He
like,
could have done his own thing.
That's what I was a little wary about. I was a little confused about.
Is there any confirmation that Mike is going to be in or out of Space Jam 2?
I don't think Mike's touching that. Mike's like,
nah. Yeah, he shouldn't.
Mike's
Don't
like,
do
let
that.
Bitch ass dude handle his own. And I'm not calling LeBron a bitch ass. I'm saying Michael Jordan's probably saying that.
Calling him a bitch ass.
Mike. That's how Mike talks. But
apparently, I had the names in my head and I lost them. But 2 people are confirmed.
What for the movie?
Yeah, but they're Nike guys.
Anthony Davis, I know that. And,
yeah, he's one of them.
And I forgot who else, but I know like Klay Thompson was like there. He's recovering from a torn ACL, but I think the original had like Barkley and Ewan and
yeah, it had the fucking like that. I think I've said this on the podcast before, but that movie made me think those were the best 5 players in the NBA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
And then when I found out Ewing was, he's not originally from Boston, but he lived in Dorchester, I was like, yo, this is my guy.
Mm-hmm. So LeBron, Klay Thompson, Dame, and Draymond Green so far, it looks like. But it's interesting because from what I've heard, Damian Lillard's an Adidas guy. Shout out to Damian Lillard, who just like signed like a 4-year, $200 million contract damn near. He's getting paid out his ass, but he's an Adidas guy. So I think what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, because I thought the sneaker contracts were going to fuck it up because I thought it was just going to be a giant Nike commercial.
Well, that's what So that's why it's going to be interesting to see who like what Nike, because the Nike guys are Kyrie, KD, he's recovering. I don't think KD's going to play sidekick in a movie. Kyrie's already Uncle Drew, so but it's gonna be fun to see who makes the cut in this movie. Draymond to me is an automatic. Anthony Davis is definitely automatic. They're fucking teammates.
Yeah.
I
wish the world allowed things to be the best version that they could have, because if they had the pioneer, like the best player from each sneaker company.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the team.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's fire. That would have been fucking. It would have been what? So LeBron, Steph, Kawhi. Who do you give Adidas to?
Kawhi, Steph, Harden, James Harden.
Harden, and then Dwayne Wade for li-ning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. No, if not li-ning, who's the 5th company?
Reebok.
Oh shit! I didn't even. Yeah, Reebok. Wait, who's on Reebok still?
No, dog.
Iverson comes back.
Yeah, Iverson comes from the
Iverson
grave.
comes out of retirement to be in Space Jam 2.
We dig up the remains of Allen Iverson. So.
Oh, I didn't even think of Reebok. Damn, I used to work there. That's bad.
Fucked up.
Woo. Oh wait, is Nike and Jordan 2 different companies, or they're the same?
I'm gonna say they're 2 different companies now. I mean, if you wanna do it that way, they just did a photo shoot, with their guys, and who would be the Jordan guy? There's Carmelo, there's Chris Paul, there's Blake. Is Carmelo a Jordan guy still? I think Carmelo's still a Jordan guy. There's
probably.
There's Kemba Walker.
I don't know out of that actually.
There's Jason Tatum.
Yeah, but he's too young.
No, I know that.
Yeah, I would like to say Jason Tatum just because he's a Celtic, but
mm-hmm.
Chris Paul.
CP3 baby.
Yeah, I guess it'd be CP3.
CP3.
Yeah. See, that's cheating though, because that means Nike gets 2 companies. I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Well, because Jordan has his own logo on the Charlotte Hornets jersey. So like every other team is Nike.
Yeah.
The swoosh, and then Jordan has the Jumpman.
Yeah.
So
when I saw that, I almost wanted to get
really?
Hornet jersey. I'm corny.
Nah, you're fine. You are who you are. So.
Well, just because like that's like because that's not going to stay that way. I think.
What?
the Jordan brand on that? Like if he changed ownerships or whatever, and then there's going to be a run of just
no. If Jordan gave up, I think it would be Nike. It'll go back to Nike.
So my thought was, cop that just in case he dips, because then you could.
Well,
sell
not if he dips, but if he's forced to sell the team because he's a fucking bad owner right now. Not a bad owner, but he's just not. You know, I don't know, man. I love Michael as a basketball player, but some of the moves allowing Kemba to leave. That's a basketball podcast for another day, and I don't want to say anything bad because I want to still take a picture with Michael Jordan one day because Michael will probably be like, "I heard your podcast, and I'm not gonna take a picture with you."
That's your Michael Jordan impression?
Nah, I'm just a deep voice guy.
Hey, yo, fuck those kids.
Fuck those kids. So, anything else?
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple things. I don't know if you saw them, but they were interesting sneaker concepts for shoes. They had the Tinker Air Max 1 Sketch. I don't know if that's the official name, but it's kind of stupid, but it's interesting for kids, where they took the Air Max 1 and they try to base it off his original sketch.
Okay.
So it just looks like they're filled in with like marker or something.
Okay.
That was cool. Then there was an Air Max 1 that broke down the specs of the shoe. Mm-hmm. So it's an all-white shoe, and it seems to have like all black outlines, like it's a drawing.
Okay.
Like remember that the Air Force 1 that came out a little while ago?
What, the inside out? Not the inside out.
No. They had that one where it looked like just like the hard seam lines were all black.
Okay.
So it looked like it was drawn. It's kind of like that, but it's got like measurement specs and shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that was cool as the designer. I mean, I was like, oh, all right. I mean, kind of played out, but this is clean.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, I got to figure out how they get these names. I want to talk about the Nike Kobe AD NXT Fast Fit. Fucking looks like a Gundam, but it's got the same pulling technology that the 33 has that I bought.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't seen it?
No, I can take a look at it.
Yeah, just look up like Kobe, probably AD or NXT or something. How do they think of these names? Like Nike Kobe AD NXT Fast Fit. So Fast Fit's obviously the technology. NXT, I don't know what that is. Next, AD. I'm trying to think of like back when
I see what you're talking
we
about.
were naming sneakers. AD. What is AD? Anno Domini? No.
No. It's fuck.
It's like technology shit, I know, but it's like, why are you trying to make us spell the whole alphabet in a shoe?
No. Hold on. No. It's something. It's about. I think after. Hold on. After his retire. Hold up.
After domination.
What? Hold on.
NXT never extend tension. Stupid.
Yeah, Anno Domini.
It was Anno Domini?
Anno Domini. It's basically the first.
That's after Christ.
Well, yeah.
BC and AD.
So basically, it's his first shoe post-retirement. So these are all post-retirement shoes.
Fuck you, Nike. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I guessed that being a dickhead, but that's actually the fact right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
but what's the NXT next? Fast Fit's obviously the pull technology.
Mm-hmm.
Naming sneakers now is like, just give us the nickname. Just don't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give us the nickname. Every shoe should have a nickname, and I don't have to like spell my name when I read the name of the shoe.
Yeah, buddy.
Cactus Jack. Do you have a favorite nickname of a shoe? I can't really think of one, but there's some really good nicknames out there. None of the Kanye ones for the Yeezys are good. They're like ideas. They're like inertia.
Yeah, I know.
They're like subconscious. You're like, what? What are the meetings for that like? They're like, all right, everyone pick your favorite word, and then we'll see which one we like as a shoe name.
It's hilarious. I like that though. It's fuck, man.
Salt. We'll name this one Salt. This one's called Pepper. This one's called Cayenne. It's just all different. Yo, you gonna pick up the Cayennes?
No.
What do we go with soups? Yo, these are the chowders.
Oh my God, Chris! All right, stop it while you're at it, man.
We could riff this out, but you're unwilling.
Yeah, I'm definitely unwilling because the listeners are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear this shit.
I mean, that's all the shit on my list.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a thing I wanted to. I don't know if it's worth talking about, but
I mean, if you don't believe in it, save it.
I mean, I do. I don't know if we could have a conversation about it though, because remember when Adidas was getting all that shit about the discrimination against its employees racially? That it wasn't diverse enough.
Okay.
Someone said that. I was reading a couple articles. Like a couple people were pointing out, like Adidas employees are all white.
Mm-hmm.
But then you think about where they are. It's like Portland, Oregon. Like, yeah, it's mostly white. You know what I mean? Like,
but it's still design. I mean, here's the thing I'm gonna say. I think if the opportunity is big enough at Adidas, whether it's in Portland or fucking Harlem, people are gonna be willing to travel to follow their dreams.
Yeah. No,
and
I agree with you.
And that part, I feel like if a black guy gets an opportunity to work, or Latino, whatever.
Yeah.
Asian, if they're given an opportunity to work at Adidas in Portland, Oregon, they'll relocate. I think with any major job, and
I agree with you.
So that part, I kind of like, it's like, all right, well, just because this place is somewhere that's predominantly white doesn't mean that someone that's a dream job.
Yeah. I mean, I was reading like what people were saying, which what they were saying that, and I agree with you. And the other part was like, oh wait, that's a predominantly like just white place in general. We're talking about Portlandia, you know what I mean? Like,
I understand.
But then I guess they came out with a statement saying that like because one of the complaints was they like minorities weren't getting promotions ahead of other people, and like, and they were just like, oh, they're not ready. That's like they're not ready for a promotion.
Yeah, listen, and I
which that was I didn't like that. I was like, yo, come on, that's the cop out of the year. What is that?
Go and further, and I think it would just be too much. But yeah, let's save. Can we save that?
We can save that.
Let's save that because that's like a 5 or 6 minute discussion.
So that's the next episode, and because then just to tag the conversation too, Jordan just had a shoot for the 23 engineered thing. Did you see that shit? They came out like a new collection, like a engineered.
Well, that was with all the NBA players.
Yeah.
Maya Moore and all those. Yeah.
Yeah. But so people were calling them out for not having a diverse photo shoot, and I'm like, can you guys just calm down?
Yeah, I mean, let's say okay. That. All right.
So yeah, guys, we'll wrap this one up. Another tag team pause. So follow us, like, subscribe, check out the subreddit, the Patreon. You guys know where everything is, but if you don't, then
no. If you listen, we get first time listeners all the time. Listen, follow us on Sub Podcast NYC.
Yeah, Sub Podcast NYC. Sub Podcast was taken, and I tried to contact the guy, and I hit him up like mad times.
No, it's all good.
Yes, Instagram is Sub Podcast NYC. You can go to subpodcast.com. We got a couple links to listen there. Then the Patreon is patreon.com/subpodcast, and then I'm at Not That Cheney, Cheney, at all social media accounts.
And I'm LZD325. Please, like I said, give us 5 stars on iTunes. Write a nice little review.
Actually, hold up. We'll end this with someone gave us a very nice review, and honest, which I appreciate. So wait, hold on, cover me.
Oh, I read that. I read the it's basically where they were saying they don't always agree with us, but
yeah, but they listen every week.
They listen every week. Yeah, I'll read it.
Oh, you got it up already?
Yeah. I hate the Riff Raff wrote. I hate streetwear, but I love this podcast. I listen to every episode. It reminds me to be happy. Sometimes I scream out loud when they say something I don't agree with, but I think that's all part of being an adult. Keep up the good work. So thank you. We appreciate that. And like I said, just keep writing more honest reviews because it means a lot to us. And with that being said, we out.
All right, peace out, guys.
Peace.
69.